Right now I'm driving across the country, and a lot of times I get asked, so what do you do to pass the time? And one of my favorite things to do is listen to Pandora. I listen to Pandora all the time, even if I'm not driving, whether I'm working out, getting some work done, just relaxing, whatever the case is. And in addition, people are asking, well, because of that, what's your favorite Pandora stations? Like, if you had to pick a couple, what's your favorite Pandora stations? So in this video, I'm gonna talk about my 5 favorite Pandora stations to listen to. Number 1, Vercero. Now, in case you didn't know, I'm a DJ and music producer, and Vercero's my personal station. Now, obviously, I may be a bit biased, so I will say that first and foremost, but the reason why I love this station so much is that when I first put my album up there, my first ever album was A Light Nearby, and it had a bunch of its songs that were about different cities. So basically, some songs are really intense, some songs are really chill. And the one thing I love about my personal station is that it has a huge array of music, from EDM to ambient and so on and so forth, where you might get one song being a very intense dubstep song, to the next one being kind of a chill, upbeat, ambient, maybe even meditation style song. And I kind of like having that duality in that station of having very intense songs and very chill songs and everything in between. Number 2, Today's Comedy. Now, this is the only channel on this list that's really not music in nature. Essentially, what Today's Comedy is a bunch of famous stand-up comedians saying their routines, and it's super funny. Hands on my favorite station to listen to while driving. I will say it's not like they do an hour routine, then another hour routine. It's track by track, so each stand-up bit could be roughly, I'd say, like 3 to 6 or 7 minutes usually in nature. This is bittersweet because it's cool because you get to experience a lot of different stand-up comedians. I will say I do have a link list below to my top 10 favorite stand-up comedians, and a lot of them I discovered through Pandora Comedy. I will say, though, the bad side of it is that a lot of times you get used to certain comedians' nature and pace and personality and delivery style, and then immediately switches to another one. So sometimes it's going to be a bit of a switch up, but at the same time, I do kind of like that element. And like I said, this is hands down my favorite Pandora station to pass the time while driving. Number 3, Flight Facilities. So Flight Facilities is a band most notoriously known for making the song Crave You, and their station is awesome because it has a lot of ambient music that's still very upbeat. It's the perfect station I find for studying, or if I'm relaxing, or I want something in the background that's not really in my face, but it's still very grooving and still very upbeat, because sometimes I'll listen to some relaxing stations that almost want to put me to sleep, And I want something a bit more, fluid and a bit more, like, exciting. Number 4, Rev Theory. Now, Rev Theory is basically a rock band, and this station is just rock. I listen to this a lot if I'm, like, say, getting pumped up, or I'm getting ready to work out. They have so many different great rock artists, like Disturbed, 3 Days Grace, Shinedown, the list goes on. Obviously, if you're not into rock, you definitely would not like the station at all. But I love rock music. It was actually the first genre of music that I really got into before EDM, before electronic music, And this station just has a ton of great rock songs for basically anything exciting and really intense. And lastly, number 5 is Dillon Francis. Now, in case that doesn't ring a bell, Dillon Francis is an EDM DJ and producer. He's very well known for the song Get Low that he did with DJ Snake, in addition to a ton of other songs he's released. He's very well known in the EDM community as really putting to the forefront this style called moombahton, which in layman's terms is basically reggaeton plus electronic elements and synthesizers. So his station involves a lot of very Latin-influenced EDM, which is my favorite style of EDM. So you have like a lot of reggaeton, a lot of moombahton, a lot of like trap and hip-hop, and basically EDM songs that aren't like the whole time. They're just very hip-hop, very groovy, and a lot of percussive grooves, And this station is a huge variety of awesome electronic music. So those are my top 5 favorite Pandora stations to listen to. Like I said, this is not just while I'm driving, but when I'm working out, when I'm relaxing, working on a project, or whatever the case is. Just something to have along in the background. Obviously, each one of these is very different in nature, so each one of these has different uses. So obviously, it really depends on who you are and kind of what you're looking for. But I really hope you guys like this video, and if you have any good Pandora stations that you've heard of, that maybe you think are better than the ones that I listed of, or ones that you think I should check out, definitely post those stations in the comments.